It is Sunday night, and it's our weekly intention. We'll see if there's any of you guys on here. Make sure that when you do get on here, let me know. Facebook is telling me congrats. It's our 10th broadcast, which means 10 paintings. Today will be our 10th painting, so that's going to be fun. So let me know. Oh, hi, Kristen. Bright and early. Look at you. I'm so proud of you jumping on, being here with us. Let's see who else is on. Kristen, how's it been going? I'm so happy you've been doing the daily ahas. That's been fun. I love that you're contributing. It's always funny. There's always a little bit of a delay here. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Taylor. And Taylor, I'm getting back with you. You asked me a question, and I'm going to check on that for you. It'll probably be tomorrow, okay? So I'll text you if you're cool with that, which I'm pretty sure you are. I have a sweet group of girls up in Stillwater that watch every week, which I love. You guys follow those. I see you there. Hi, Tay. You're so sweet. But they follow the intentions too. The other night, I went out with a girlfriend who actually does do the intention lives with us, and she is also doing the meditations. Marcy, you might know who this is. And I looked down, and her screensaver was the painting from last week. So I was so excited and proud of her, and so excited that she had that painting saved there. So every time she her phone hits that lock screen, she is reminded to take a breath, connect, go within, connect to a positive energy rather than maybe the stress and worry of her day. So that was really exciting to see her doing the work. Yay, Kristen, it's been good. Yeah, you're right, Kristen. Whenever we do acknowledge kind of our daily ahas, when we see those signs and symbols from our loved ones, they do come through more. Hi, Michelle. I see you there too. Thanks for being here. And Joy, there you are. Yay, Joy, you have yours on your lock screen too. Good. You guys should tag me in them. So if you have a friend come by, make your friend take a picture of your painting being on your lock screen, and then either post it and send it to me. Hi, Kristen, I see you there too. Or Christine, I'm happy you're on here. But it is funny. Maybe I should do a contest. Kind of a funny contest where if your painting's on your lock screen, I don't know, maybe we'll do a raffle or something, raffle off a session. That might be fun. So I'm glad you guys are here. How's 8 o'clock working for everybody at night? I think it's late enough. The night's kind of winding down. And it's actually it's been really fun to connect with you guys on Sundays too. I think at first it was kind of a little weird for me to get into the routine, and I'm really looking forward to it now. So I hope you guys are feeling the same way. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's just again look over the first week's painting. That was patience. So that was patience with ourselves. All right. And so you guys can also, when you feel like these intentions might be useful for you throughout the day, you can use that painting for that day. So of course, if you need to swap it up, of course, you trust your gut. I lost my picture of my painting. My phone broke and they were not able to retrieve any of my information. Oh no, Michelle. I'm wondering if you can tell me, if you know around the date, if I took a picture of it, maybe I still have it. So you just let me know and maybe we could, I don't know, try to recover it somehow, okay? Here's the second week. We had love. So in this painting, again, it was bridging the gap between two parties, sometimes even being with disputes. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I lost it. Oh, there's nothing worse than having a sneeze and then losing it. I just lost it. It was so close. Anyway, all right. The third painting was your breath, connecting to your breath, going within, calming yourself, and that purple was peace. Hi, Stephanie, glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. Here we go. This was also the fourth week that we had, our fourth painting. So that message, that intention was easy. So be easy with yourself. All right. The fifth week was grounded. Grounded like a tree. You see that there. There. That was April 2nd. I'm dating these, so this is going to be fun. These paintings are going to be, they're also kind of a project. You guys are all kind of part of this project that we'll be doing in time. So the paintings will be going into something that I'll be able to tell you about later. Now this is our 6th painting that was released. So that was releasing our attachment to the outcome, which can be very difficult for all of us sometimes. I know for myself, I have to just kind of put it out there and just know and trust that it's going in the direction that I want it to go. Always show up and take action. And then this painting was last week's painting. It's our 7th week. Last week was, and it was create. So many of you all think that you're not creative, but you are. We all are in some way or another. So trying to think outside of the box and challenging yourself is always wonderful. Okay, so let's see. How many people are from Oklahoma in here? We had some major storms. That's probably the one thing that can kind of cause me to have lots of anxiety. I really don't have a lot of anxiety anymore, but this last storm that just blew through was, oh my gosh, I was so anxious. And was really groovy was I have a friend and a previous coworker that I worked with in Arizona. He's amazing, Dr. David Berselli, and he has this beautiful exercise that he's developed, and he travels all over the world sharing. He's got a couple of books that were published and released. He's brilliant, but they're trauma releasing exercises. And I hope I'm saying it correctly, but in his theory, which I believe is truth, is that any type of trauma or fear or anything like that can get trapped in the body. And you can see that when like a dog is almost hit by a car and the dog gets away just kind of scot-free, and they shake. They have that moment where they're very fearful and they shake. It was interesting because after it was 1:30 something when the alarms here in El Reno went off, I guess that was Saturday morning, and I ran down to the storm shelter, and my legs were just bouncing, just shaking. And so the trauma releasing exercises help you move that trauma out of your body in some way. It's really cool. I really encourage you guys to look it up. It's called, again, TRE, or trauma releasing exercises. Very, very cool. But again, I had done that with him for so long, and any of us that worked with him had really kind of been really people to, I don't know, we helped. I wasn't a teacher with it, but I just was able to experience this with him, and it was very, very cool. But my body kind of naturally started to shake. We're taught to not have fear and to not show fear, so we're taught to not kind of shake. That if our voice shakes and we're nervous, we're taught that that's weakness. And when our body just kind of instinctually, hi Darcy, I see you there. When our body naturally and instinctively connects to really what's going on with our energy, your body will start to kind of shake and get that energy out of your body in whatever way it can. So anyway, it was really cool. I kind of saw that kind of working through my body, if that makes sense, on Saturday. Just again, look it up. It's called TRE. It's awesome. Hi Alviana, I see you there. Glad you're here with us too. Hi Kelly. So anyway, that was really cool. So I wanted to also talk about, sometimes I had clients who drag other people in, or they purchase sessions for people who really don't want a session. And I have an amazing group of people and clients, and I love all of you. But sometimes when somebody's not ready for a session, they're simply not ready for a session. So I had a client not too long ago bring somebody, and I don't want to say they were forced to have a session, but it kind of felt like they were forced to have a session. It all ended up going well, but it actually kind of took some digging to get in there and break through. Aviana sees clients. I'm curious how you feel about that too. Maybe that's something we can talk about on our YouTube channel. But I'd love if you'd share some insight if you have any right now. What I'm asking you is, when your clients come in, I'm putting you on the spot, Aviana, and they are, they bring somebody or they purchase a session for somebody and that person's really not interested. And sometimes you'll see them physically like trying to close them off from you reading their energy or connecting with them, and they'll cross their legs and they'll cross their arms and they'll be very, very tight. And what's funny is I will naturally kind of do the same thing and kind of guard myself. And I very often have to say, okay, wait just a second, take a deep breath, let's connect together. And there's almost a moment where you have to meditate. It takes a lot of work. So again, I just wanted to kind of bring awareness to this. If somebody's not really in love with the thought of having a session, that's okay. It's not their time yet. We don't have to push anybody into this. It's totally fine. There's free will, there's choice. And I really want everybody who comes and has a session with me to really want to do that out of their heart, or feel drawn to do that. So I'm sure, Aviana, yes, you're saying that you agree. It's hard. I just want you all to be connected to the information. So again, thank you guys for being here. Let's go ahead and connect and see what comes through. It is, again, our Sunday intention setting. And let me see here. I have I'm going to very carefully move you. Do I have something over there? I do. I'm looking for my little tablet that I paint off of. Here you are. Most of the time they are very close, and it actually creates more stress in trying to validate. No, that's right. It is hard. So I did have the experience, and the session ended up being beautiful. It ended up being what it was, but I kind of had to say, I love you, but did you really want to be here? It does make it more difficult sometimes, and they got what they wanted, or they got what they needed to hear. They got a connection, because of course I trust in my ability and trust in what is being given. But it's like almost pulling teeth a little bit, right? It's a little bit painful, I think, for them, and it's a little bit painful for us too. So again, just if your friends or family aren't quite ready, it's okay. Let them not be quite ready, and they'll come whenever they're ready to do it, okay? Let's see here. So let's go ahead and connect, okay? Most of you all, again, know how I do this, so you know my mantra. So let's call on our guides and let's see what comes through. So if everybody will take a big deep breath with me, inhale and exhale out. So let's call on our guides. So guides and angels on our right, guides and angels on our left, guides and angels in front, guides and angels in back, to balance and harmonize our session and leave us in the light, and allow nothing but the highest, the truest, or the best to manifest upon us now. Okay. Let's see here. It's interesting to me. I'm painting, of course. You guys all understand what I'm doing here. Try to hold this as much to where you can see it as possible. You know, immediately kind of the vision or the image that I'm receiving is water. And water is, for me, shows up as emotion, it's feelings, it's kind of diving in deep. And when I paint this on here, it feels like interesting, because what's coming up, you know, last week, let me see here. I'm finding that these are moving from one to the other. So I totally forgot this whole time that last week we were talking about creation with this painting. But remember, that was a barbell. There was strength there. And so as I'm painting this blue, I completely forgot that painting was all about strength. But as I'm painting this, what's coming up is that there's strength in showing emotion. You know, many people feel as though it's weak, which now that I'm saying it, it also correlates with even the TRE and trauma releasing exercises, in allowing yourself to be vulnerable and show what's truly happening on the inside, emotionally, physically, allowing yourself to process in whichever way you need to do that. For me, and I talk about this a lot, for me it's breathing. I had lots and lots of anxiety attacks. Lots of stress. I just didn't really know how to process that for myself. And at that time I was still, well, and still am, of course, very empathic, but it was very comfortable for me to feel everybody else's everything, okay? So there was a comfortability in that anxiety, okay? Once I learned about what this anxiety was about, and that much of it was not even my own. I was then able to look at it without judgment and process where some of these feelings were coming from without trying to sugarcoat any of this. So really looking at what was coming up for me, and that could be past family stuff, it can be even current stress or situations, but allowing yourself to be able to process whatever's coming through to you in a healthy way is for me, it's vital. If you ask me, it is vital. Again, that's why meditation and breathing. When I do my sessions, I'm constantly stopping, taking a pause, taking a deep breath in and exhaling out, because it grounds me. And when I start to feel that anxiety rise in my chest, even when I'm flowing throughout my day, I stop myself, I take a moment, and I breathe. I'm telling you, it's the only thing that keeps me grounded is that breath. So looking at whatever, and hi Haley, I see that you're here. Thanks for being here. Looking at whatever moment you're in with honesty, and that could be excitement. And so showing that emotion with beautiful, smiles, it can be a very positive thing. It doesn't always have to be a heavy thing. Avian, I see you said water for me, a spiritual cleansing and release. Yes, right? Let's see. Yeah, you've been feeling emotion this week, felt higher degrees of emotion this week, anxious energy out there. Not personally yours, but you see it swirling. Yeah, it's interesting. And when you're empathic or have abilities, especially when you don't really know that you're feeling everybody else's stuff, you can connect to that type of energy, yet feel as though it's yours. So once you start kind of delving into your own energy, what that looks like for you, what it feels like, many of us, and for many, many years, hi Alexa, I see you there. For many years, I remember I would do this meditation and neurofeedback, brain state. And they, for years in their visualization, they would say, hi, I say hi Alexa, Alviana is saying hi. They would say, find that calm, quiet place. And for me, I really didn't know what that was. I never remembered having a true calm, quiet place for as long as I remembered. And so I would envision myself sitting on a beach, like in meditation pose, with my little fingers, perfect, right? With crisscrossed little ankles, and imagine the wind blowing through my hair. And I thought, that is my calm, quiet place. Oh, thank you, Deanna. Paige, my daughter, and I painted that she was probably 8, so probably 11 years ago. Thank you so much. But I kind of made up that image for myself until years later, I was meditating, and I was trying to find that calm, quiet place, and an image pulled up for me, a visualization that I had, I want to say kind of blocked. But it was a memory, and this might sound crazy to some of you, but it was a memory of me being a baby, of being like my mother delivering me or having me, and them laying me on her chest. And if you can think of that peaceful moment when some of us who have had children witness, it's that calm, beautiful moment between a child. And for me, it felt like, oh my gosh, that was the last time I ever felt by myself. But I'm a twin, and so I was in the womb with somebody else after I got out, after that moment on her chest by myself. After that, it was really me and somebody else conjoined at the hip at all times. So I really feel as though I never truly had a calm, quiet space of my own. So once I started to delve into energy and energy work, it took some time trying to figure out what mine felt like, and mine only. I was so used to feeling everybody else's stuff. And I know a lot of you out there are empathic. You all also have that same ability, whether you think you do or not. Do a little test. Somebody who maybe stresses you out, if you're having a really great day, or you walk into the office and you're having a beautiful, awesome day, and you walk in and somebody who's very cranky, they come in, and you have an interaction with you and then they leave you and you start to feel a little down or depressed or sad without, or even anxious without even knowing how, you're feeling somebody else's energy, and you can learn to block that. You don't have to take that on. So getting in tune with what your energy feels like is, to me, very key in finding peace and harmony and balance. So yes, I understand, Aviana, feeling everybody else's stuff this week. It's been, I think, with all the world stuff happening right now, not to bring that up, but a lot of everybody's kind of feeling that kind of on a global scale, I think. So here in this painting, the blue again is that emotion, bringing up that emotion and coming to terms with the truth of your energy, okay? So positive and truthful emotion, processing it as it's coming and looking at it with honesty and with processed, I want to say processed eyes, okay? There you go. So that's your painting for the week. There. And we're going to say positive emotion or positive emotional attachment, okay? That's your painting. Hi, Lauren. I see you there too. There. Now, I do want to tell you guys, I have some really awesome things coming up. I feel like I have given you little tidbits of information of things that are coming. I have a pretty awesome development class that's going to be starting. Right now, it's probably going to be late August, September. You are late, Lauren. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just happy you're here. But the development class, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like a Skype class. You can do one that's a private development class, one-on-one, or you can do a group development class. I'm so excited about them. Each one of those development classes is going to also include your own mala bead by Monaleha Designs. You should find them on Instagram. I use them, and tag them all the time. They're really beautiful pieces. And she infuses the stones and the energy, or really positive energy, into these beautiful, beautiful stones. So I really encourage you all to contact me if you're interested in those classes. All of the details are going to be up here in the next week or so on the website. So I'll also let everybody know when that happens. If you've got any questions, let me know. And again, Aviana here, she and I are doing that YouTube channel, which I'm still completely stoked about. We are moving it till after Mercury is out of retrograde, thank goodness, right? So I think that we said May 10th was our last date. But again, there's your painting. And our intention is to connect to really just your emotional state, your emotion, okay? And really looking at this truthfully. Now make sure you guys are also journaling what's coming up for you throughout the week, how you feel like you're processing emotion, even feeling your own energy or the energy of somebody else, co-workers, family members, anything like that. But it's really important to kind of stay on top of that so you can really just find out more about your own energy, okay? I love you guys. Thanks for being here. And if you guys have any questions, shoot them to me, all right? I'll see you guys later. Thanks for being here. And also Monday meditation for anybody that's local. It's going to be tomorrow night again at Festivities here in El Reno. And bring a friend. It's $10. Just come on. Love you guys. Bye.